Thank you, thank you. All right. All right, let's get Teresa out here. She's going to moderate and host us tonight for a quick panel discussion. We're talking business, community, sports, entrepreneurship. So Teresa Lurico. Teresa Lurico is an award-winning entrepreneur, producer, and an inspirational speaker whose work on the Miracle Morning movie and the Social Light Conference has touched countless lives, recognized by Forbes and the Lieutenant Governor of Canada. Teresa's journey of overcoming a near-fatal accident fuels her mission to empower others through leadership and resilience. Everybody, Teresa, she's going to introduce our panel right now.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, God. Miss Scarborough in the house. Miss Scarborough in the house. All right, and who's here that's an entrepreneur? Where my entrepreneurs at? Okay, that's right. And where are my dreamers in action at? Raise your hand. Who's here to give Scarborough Stars some love tonight? All right.
Let's bring in Janice too. Janice is a writer, actress, and producer with Scarborough's A Joke, a grassroots comedy project that brings laughter and connection to our community, passionate about storytelling. Janice creates spaces where Scarborough stories are told and its people are seen and its spirit shines through.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Scarborough. Love.
We have an incredible celebration tonight. We are here to celebrate community, business, and basketball. Are you guys excited for the incredible panel for tonight? Yeah! All right. So Ryan's going to introduce this panel, correct?
She's bringing out her glasses, y'all. She's over 50. That's perfect. All right, so we'd like to start off by introducing the one and only Sam Ibrahim. Sam is the founder and president of Arrow Group of Companies, a global conglomerate spanning over 20 industries, including finance, health, and sports. His leadership has positioned Arrow as one of Canada's largest private enterprises, with operations across 4 continents beyond business. Sam is deeply committed to community and culture. He co-founded The Playground, the world's largest private network of basketball facilities. He co-owns the Scarborough Shooting Stars in the CEBL. His dedication to Scarborough is further exemplified by his $25 million donation to the University of Toronto. Please welcome Sam Ibrahim. And next we have Mr. Sean Allen, another Scarborough Walk of Fame inductee. Mr. Allen is the founder and CEO of Matrix Mortgage Global, one of Canada's top mortgage brokers, named Broker of the Year, and ranked among the top 100 global mortgage brokers. He's a powerhouse in Canadian finance, but beyond the titles, Sean is a proud Scarborough native. Please welcome Sean Allen to the stage. Next up, we have Edson Suga. Did I pronounce it? Sigua, forgive me. Raised right here in Scarborough, Edson is a creative visionary and one of the founding forces behind New Play Studios, a dynamic agency built in the East for the culture. With over 17 years in the private industry, Edson's journey began in photography for the Toronto Raptors and Team Canada, later curating content for OVO artists like PopCat and BAK. Today he leads New Places creative direction, creative branding, and global giants like Mike, the SBA, Puma Assets, and our very own Scarborough Shooting Stars. Please welcome Edson to the stage. And I am very proud to announce Jesse Aceto, my partner, he is the founder of Scarborough Spots, a grassroots platform that became a cultural force in our city. What started as a pandemic as a way to support local businesses has grown into a powerful voice for Scarborough with over 125,000 followers, a storefront and gallery space at Eglinton Square Mall. He community campaigns that uplifts and inspires to give back. Jesse goes to be on social media. He's collaborating with the Toronto Zoo, the Scarborough Walk of Fame, and he is my partner with the Scarborough Zoo. Please welcome Jesse Esposito.
All right, so as you guys can see, we have an incredible panel with us tonight. And let's kick it off. This is for all of you. How has your network or local Scarborough community impacted your success?
Okay, well, I'm holding the mic, so I guess I'll go first. Okay, so first of all, I want to give a shout out to everyone that showed up today. I didn't know what to expect, but you know what, this is impressive. Very impressive. I want to give a shout out to Councillor Choi. I mean, Raymond was a councillor when I think I was like 5 years old. I'm not even joking. Like when I was 5 years old, I was at McCown and Finch, and I walked by his office every day on the way to school. So shout out to Raymond, man, he's still doing it. But look, the truth is, if you want to talk about network, first of all, these guys are all my brothers, every single one on this panel. I can message these guys, anything that they can offer me, it's done. No credit check. They're not looking at my FICO score. Any one of these guys on this panel, you know what? They come through for me, I come through for them. That's real networking. That's what I mean. In terms of my value and what I've done, it is the network. We do things in a city where things are challenged at times. We do things where what we try to do is unusual, and you need a great foundation and good partnerships to make that happen. And I recognize a lot of faces in this room. What we're trying to do is build a community that rivals anywhere in the world. We believe this is the best business community in this country, and I think events like this and us connecting with each other is going to prove that, because I believe it, and I'm living proof of it. So, I guess that's my position on it.
Amazing, and thank you, Sam. And if you look around this room, I'm just letting you know, there's some movers and shakers in this room. So I'll make sure that you not only connect with the panelists, but the people, the person next to you. Just say, hey, look at the person next to you, and say, hey, to the other to the side. Are you single? No. But all the single people there, you know what I'm saying. But all right, so the next panelist. That's so funny. How is it the community or the network impacted your success?
You know what? I actually co-authored a book on networking. It's Sumit, right there. Pass that box right there, please. I co-authored a book about networking, and the truth is, this whole thing is about networking. Thank you very much. And I want to actually give these books out to you guys, believe it or not. I'll pull one out just so you guys can see it. And this is the power of network handing out the
Hold it out, hold it out.
This book right here is all about networking. I co-authored this with David Tabucci and Mark Healy. It's a bestseller. So we have Scarborough, a best-selling author from Scarborough now, and it's all about connecting people and connecting the dots. And this is how we build community. Sam, like you said, we're all family right here. Anything we do, it's all Scarborough first. And all of it's in this book. We talk about how we build each other. It's always about collaboration over competition, and that's what we stand for here at Scarborough for sure.
I don't have a phone. But network is very important. I think it's like a key foundation for any business. Because it doesn't just stop at one person. Referrals, relationships, word of mouth, those go a long way, and those are all important. The way you talk, the way you speak to people, have a ripple effect, basically, right? So we want to make sure that you have these opportunities in network. We want to take advantage of it. Because it's helped me, helped my team, helped a lot of people around me kind of grow their relationship. So it's very important to open that up, because in the very early stages of my career, I was very closed, very quiet. If you're creative, you're always very behind the scenes. But once I started opening up, I built so many more relationships. I met these guys, I met guys from them, I met guys today. So it just keeps going. I think it's just a key foundation to anything.
What's the question again?
How has
I'm just messing around.
you of all people?
Well, community. First off, I just want to shout out everyone. Okay, all right. What's up?
I just got to step in here for a second. And I just want to welcome the newest member of our board of directors, Jesse.
Yay!
All right, what's the question again? I'm joking around. Yeah, community, obviously, you know, if you follow the page and you know what we're all about, we've been doing this for 5 years now. We recently celebrated our 5-year anniversary right here with the Scarborough Shooting Stars. Thank you. And, you know, that right there goes to show the collaboration. I hit up Sam and I said, Sam, you know, 5 years is coming up. We got to do something. And just like you said, you know, I got his back, he's got my back, and we built something that was pretty amazing this past Monday. And Edison came together. Edison was at the store. Actually, I see you guys too much. I really do see you guys too much. But you know, we're nothing without the community. What I've learned is Scarborough, number one. You're from here. I think my greatest accomplishment is getting the trust of Scarborough. Because we are skeptical people. We have been lied to for decades and decades and decades. So the fact that I've convinced you to trust me, I think is the greatest accomplishment. But I think, you know, under all of that negativity, because this is my life. I'm Scarborough all day. I want my ashes to be spread on the Scarborough bluffs. You know, underneath that, the people of Scarborough, it's absolutely beautiful, and this is why I'm so passionate about doing what I'm doing. And I think, you know, when building community, when trying, and you know, we're here for business, when building a customer base, at the end of the day, you really have to care about that customer base. And I really believe that's why we've stood out. There is no other Scarborough page. They've tried. Believe me, they've tried, but I put in the effort to understand the people of Scarborough. Obviously, I lived here, but I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly asking questions, and I think that's what's important when you're building community and you're trying to increase your business, understanding your customers. I know it sounds silly that you wouldn't know your customer, but a lot of times businesses, it's one way. And they think that they know what the customer wants, but in fact they don't. I'm humble enough to say, like, I'm here learning every single day. If you go to my Instagram now, I'm asking questions all day as if I know nothing, because there's still so much to learn. And I think if you're trying to build a community, it starts with asking people questions and learning about them, and just having that hunger to continue to do that. So that was it.
Amazing, thank you. So make sure you guys applause. Make sure that you guys take that into consideration tonight. When you meet someone, get curious about them. Get curious about their service, and if anything, we can support each other by finding out and saying, hey, how can I help you? Maybe I can help you. I don't know. But connect with the people tonight on a much deeper level. Now, the next question.
First of all, I want to say I love that answer, Jesse. You know, what if I could just say one thing? When I approached Jesse 2 years ago and said, Jesse, you could put on a comedy show. Jesse said to me, and I think with a text message, he said, say yes. Here we are 2 years later, consistently selling out comedy shows, quality comedy shows here in Scarborough. Again, all about collaboration. So amazing. So speaking to that, I want to ask each of you, how important is collaboration over competition? We know that competition is important. We're here at a basketball team. We thrive on competition. But can each of you speak a little bit to the importance of collaboration over competition within our Scarborough community?
Yeah, so I'll start, and I'll give you a real-life example that just happened a week ago. Who's even at the Real McCoy? By show of hands, okay. Good amount of people have eaten at the Real McCoy. The Real McCoy, for those that may not know, they've been here since 1969, serving the community of Scarborough for over 50 years. Now, the landscape of business has really changed. In the 70s, if you had a burger joint, you might be the only burger joint for miles. This is not the case today. You need to do something special, you gotta offer some kind of new item. So I'll give you a real life example. The Real McCoy collaborated with another Scarborough kid, Kitchen Gorilla, well-known chef, makes amazing marinades and sauces. And because of what I'm doing and being out in the community and asking questions and meeting people and all that good stuff, both of these people were in my network. Roshan, who has a Tamil background, and George, who has been at the Real McCoy for 40 plus years now. And together they made, and you know, I hope you go out and try it. It's available on Monday. It's a mutton jaffna curry pizza. And check this out. When we met, they said, okay, we've got enough for about a week. The pizza sold out in 2.5 hours. It has never been busier in that restaurant ever. And that is the power of collaboration. A community, the Tamil community, big part of Scarborough, was recognized. And they felt like this is our pizza with our guy, you know, championing this pizza. So that's just a real life example of something that just happened a week ago. It's a pizza joint.
Yes, live.
That collaborated with the chef. They sold out 150 pizzas in 2.5 hours. They didn't have enough room for the pizzas to go in. So that's it. I can talk collaboration all day, whether it be the Shooting Stars, the Toronto Zoo, the Scarborough Health Network, so on and so forth. But you know, work together. I think you know it just open up your mind to the possibilities. Don't think that you just have to collaborate because you're in the food industry. I met somebody who does landscaping. What's up, Darren? Yes, that's earlier. You can collaborate with a restaurant, and that restaurant can collaborate with you. I'm telling you, it might sound weird, but that's the magic right there. What are you talking about? The landscaping guys going to the restaurant? Oh, the restaurant, they're eating at the landscaping guy's job site? I'll tell you, it sounds weird right now, but you're like, you know what, that's kind of cool. So, you know, check out the Real McCoy, get the pizza on Monday. Shameless plug.
In my industry, the creative industry, collaboration is key. It's always good as an entrepreneur to kind of have a competitive edge. You're always going to set a target, you're always going to try to destroy the competition, you're going to try to set them up. That's always in you, right? However, collaboration opens up some great doors. Me and my team have kind of spearheaded a couple of collaborations. One was with Shooting Stars, and something like that. We get an opportunity to bring two brands together and share contacts and share networks and share audience, right? That does not, that only elevates your brand, right? So that allows us to kind of be seen in spotlights. We've been on tours. We know that when people come on tour and they open for a show, sometimes they're grabbing an audience. We've spearheaded a kind of collaboration with NBA, G League, and OPO, and that was kind of for a couple of brands in the area. So with collaboration and building your networks, get into the floor where you talk about collaboration, spear them, put people in the group that you think can definitely benefit, is very important. Competition will always be there. If you have a competitive issue, you're already in entrepreneur. But with collaboration, it just allows you to help see new avenues, see new angles, learn new things, and whether they're in your industry or not, like we started having corporate industries, we help Arrow with some of their brand elements, and then open up the doors for us as well to kind of see what else is out there. Now we're talking to the new ventures, we can support what you used to. And by having that value being in the world that we're from, which is, we originally came from something like music, sports and culture, we're now able to tap that into brands that don't have those elements, or we're missing that element, or now missing those identities, I guess. So that allows us to have a bigger density and bring those operations that don't have that and kind of give them an edge culture so like supreme kill of collaboration. Everyone now knows you have to collaborate. I can collaborate with a million people. I need us to collaborate with a million artists. Like it's just something that needs to happen. Have that mindset. You're gonna find yourself in a corner very quickly, looking for help. And help is really needed all the time.
I have a little off the cuff kind of thought process on this. The way that I think, no one could beat me. That's what I think. So when I'm competing with myself. And if someone has an edge on me, I just didn't get up early enough. I just didn't work hard enough to put myself in a position to win. So when you talk about competition, the only competition is yourself and you're really moving forward. That's the way I think. Everything outside of that is collaboration. I just came back from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where we're working and collaborating with the government to build 100 homes for people that are still displaced from Hurricane Earl, which happened a year ago. That's a collaborative effort. That's an international collaborative effort. Work with Canadian steel manufacturers, with the U.S. company that makes prefab modular public ADA steel, to go to St. Vincent to collaborate with local workers to erect houses in days as opposed to months, to get people back in their home. When you think globally, you have to think collaboration. You cannot think competition because your competitor may just well be your partner, right? Just so that you have local logistics, local products, services. You have to think collaboration if you want to big scale. And when you're talking about expanding your network, it's all about collaboration. You know, we have events all the time.
I honestly forget. I'll have to review again at the beginning.
Business Association event. It's collaboration. People for Scarborough work for Scarborough. People for Ajax work for Ajax. We all work together. We have 300 people here. We're for Shooting Stars game. Collaborate with Shooting Stars. Collaborate with Scarborough Swats and so on and so forth. That's what it's all about. When you think competition, you're thinking small. That's why I said you only got to compete with yourself to make yourself better every single day. And that's all I got to say.
Those are some great answers. Okay, I'm going to give everyone a little advice. Okay, some little advice. There is a big difference between collaboration and you and your buddies working together. Okay, that difference is value. Okay, I'll tell you, I'll explain a true collaboration. So, when Nico, who was part of OBO, approached me about this basketball team, we weren't friends or anything. He said, hey, you know what, Sam? I can add some value to what you want to do in basketball. You can add some value to what we want to do. A true collaboration. They're branding experts, we're operational experts. Coming together, adding value. It's important that you recognize value in the people you work with. It's not just about your buddies, it's not just about your friends, it's not just about, hey, we went to high school together. Okay? Sometimes they're difficult conversations, but you need to work with people that add value. None of us are perfect, none of us are fully complemented, and there are people that can bring things to us that allow us to be better. Those are the people you gotta look for. You know what, if you're really good at landscaping and you want to get into interior design, it's probably good to find an interior designer, not a landscaper, right? I mean, the reality is that we make that mistake a lot, and we just work with people that we like. Work with people that add value. That's where you're gonna see the real change happen and what you're trying to build. Thanks.
Okay, amazing. So, Sam, this question. Yeah, sorry. It's for Sam.
I think we're getting kind of tight with time.
Okay.
I have a gift that I wanted to present to you, so.
Sure. All right. Well, all right. So we're going to ask one more question because we're a little bit tight on time, and we'd love to know from each one of you, what do you think we can do to raise the success of entrepreneurship and business and the overall vibe and energy of Scarborough as a community and as each individual here? What role can they play as being part of that?
Look, we gotta drop the fear out of entrepreneurship. Okay, like I'm first generation, I was born in a different country, I was born in Egypt. And for my parents, the greatest accomplishment of life would be to go to school and become a doctor. And second would be accountant, and you'd be embarrassing the family if you were a lawyer. I mean, that's how it works. So it's lifting the stigma and understanding that, you know what, maybe being an entrepreneur is best suited for your career. I think it starts at home. It starts with your kids. It starts at education. That's why I invested in the school. Like, it starts there. That entrepreneurship is the best experience you can have. Like last, a couple of days ago, we went to Montreal to watch the team play. And you know what? At the end of the day, our experience as owners of the team is just as good as being a player. I mean, I can't put the ball in the net, but I can get that player experience. And I think being an entrepreneur is the best job one can have. It's the most satisfying, most rewarding, and most challenging. And I think it starts with raising awareness and dropping the stigma and fear.
Amazing. And you know what I want to say, I don't know if you guys know this, but Sam, most of you might know this, but Sam just donated $25 million to the Center of Excellence and Inclusive Excellence for Entrepreneurship, Innovation, and Leadership. Can you give a round of applause? That is the largest contribution to any Scarborough initiative to raise not only entrepreneurship, but all the rising stars that are in this room. Shout out to my female entrepreneurs in the house and the difference that is going to make for us as well. I'd like to just bring that out. And so thank you so much for your leadership and your example. An incredible answer. Sean, what would you say?
And just to echo what you said, so Saturday, and we need all of you, 200 people here that registered, we need you all to get memberships here because this is a place where you can grow and you can network with different industries, from landscapers to bankers to accountants to politicians to healthcare practitioners. This is an ecosystem right here, and what better way to extend that ecosystem by getting a membership here at the Shooting Stars and then leveraging the community with the Shooting Stars with some basketball and growing your network. This is what it's all about. And Sam and Nico set up an ecosystem that allows us to have the ability to watch a professional basketball team, a championship basketball team here in Scarborough to support the local community, and we have to give back to that community as well, because this doesn't run on donuts, folks. We got to give back to the community, and our businesses will grow organically from that. So that's what I have to say. Just make sure we give back to Sam, Shooting Stars, Nico, and make sure that we're all growing our businesses. We give them your business cards, and then get your memberships for the Shooting Stars.
Yeah, so make sure that you guys find out about the Scarborough Business Association, becoming a member, Shooting Stars membership as well. Also support Phil Campreneur, which is happening on July 5th. And yes, of course, follow Scarborough Stars.
I think obviously things like this really help community grow. I'm working in these kind of events, like this guy said, young kids are. There's a lot more of these that can't happen in Scarborough. I was born and raised in Scarborough. I feel like we're in a trajectory right now to really start making some noise. To have a platform like this where people can gather all the time. Sam and them are here every day. And they're not the type of people to steer people away. You know what I mean? They're accessible, they love to talk, and I'm sure everybody can probably do the same thing. Doing things like this is just really important for you. This is also, like Sam said, starting at home too. I'm starting to have some young ones. Studying at home, I'm Filipino fifth generation. I was just told kind of just be a nurse and that's it. Maybe my mom quite upset, but that didn't happen. I just now just looking at what I'm doing. Giving your kids like an opportunity to kind of show them a little bit more, show them what they can, and show them the world outside, what they can work on, what really helps. That entrepreneurial spirit in a lot of these kids. So I think that's a good way to start out there.
I think Scarborough, like Edison said,
Pappy, officially, you have a jacket.
I think we're just on the precipice of what we can ultimately become. I think we've always been little brother to Toronto. I think what we're trying to do is change that mentality. And there's a post I did about a year ago that people always bring out to me, and that's the fact that Scarborough has a greater population than Atlanta. We have a greater population than Milwaukee. You have a greater population than all of these cities that you have been brainwashed to believe are big, and we're small. Where we are actually a lot bigger than you think. That sounds like a slogan that I should use, but we're bigger than you think. Yeah, that's a t-shirt. But yeah, when in terms of growing the entrepreneurship, I think things like this
Thanks, Jazz. MDT.
are a step in the right direction. I mean, Sam, Sean, Edison, the experience you have on this panel is absolutely incredible. And I wish, you know, when I was a 15-year-old kid with all these dreams, that I could have attended something like this that could have maybe changed the trajectory. And I want to shout out Sam and Nico for making this possible, because 15 years ago, we didn't have, we had Scarborough Town Center. We had the food court. So I think, like I said, we're just at the precipice, we're just at the beginning. I'm very excited for what's to come, and thank you all for coming out. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Round of applause for our incredible panel. That leads us off. All who in here has a dream inside them, in their heart? Who has that dream? I hope tonight you're inspired to know that that dream is possible. And I'd love to pass it on to the President, Brian, to close off the panel. Did you guys have fun tonight? Another round of applause for our incredible panelists.
I just want to say a special thank you to Sam and ownership here at Scarborough Shooting Stars. And we have a local artist. Can you come over here? And I wanted to present you with the line painting that we did this evening. And give that to you. Thank you. And sir, is there one more?
Zoom in.
Alana is a local artist here in Scarborough. She does live paintings, and if anybody wanted to reach out, by all means, wonderful, wonderful job. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for coming. Let's enjoy the game. The doors are open. Let's watch the players. Let's have a great time. Go Shooting Stars. Thank you.
Okay.